Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Yeedi S20 Infinity Robot Vacuum. Yeedi is an economy brand owned by Ecovacs Robotics, and the S20 Infinity closely mirrors Ecovac's 2025 flagship, the X11 Omnicyclone, but at a lower price. The X11 really impressed us last year, so we were curious to see how much of that performance would carry over to the S20, especially since it has a bagless dustbin like the X11 did. Robot vacuums don't often have a bagless dock, and for users that have a lot of pet hair or other large amounts of debris that require frequent bag changes, it can be a pretty compelling feature. We bought a Yeedi S20 and put it through all kinds of tests over the last few weeks to see how it compares to its more expensive counterpart. So, links are in the description, and let's get started. Starting with the basics, the Yeedi S20 is in the upper middle tier, with a list price of around $1,000, although it is frequently on sale. The Ecovacs X11 Omnicyclone is positioned in a more premium tier. Since the S20 is essentially a direct alternative to the X11, we'll be comparing the two often in this review. Moving on to the pros. One of the most important features in the Yeedi S20 is that bagless dock. Bagless docks are pretty uncommon with robot vacuums, so users who prefer bagless conventional vacuums can have a hard time finding that feature on robots. Disposable bags can be costly, and the recurring expense of replacing the bags can really add up, especially for homes with a lot of pet hair, which requires more bag changes. On the X11, which has the same Omnicyclone bagless dustbin, we noticed some dampness getting into the dustbin, which caused some hair clumping that made it harder to clean. We did not notice this happening on the Yeedi, which really improved our opinion of this dock design. We did notice some of the hair getting caught in the upper areas between the cyclone unit and the plastic housing of the bin. To fully clear that out, we had to take out the filter and open the bin, which is not ideal, but it did not do it every time. But either way, it seems like a relatively small price to pay for the ability to collect a lot of hair and debris without needing disposable bags. The dock also washes the mop by soaking it in up to 167° Fahrenheit water, or 75 Celsius, and dries it with hot air of up to 145 Fahrenheit, or 63 Celsius. The vacuum itself was a major pro, and the S20, like the X11, was a vacuuming powerhouse. The bristled main brush resists hair wrapping, and a single fixed side brush sends debris into the suction path. It did very well at its main job of sweeping debris of different sizes from the surfaces of hard floors and carpets without scattering, and it also came in with an above-average score in our carpet deep clean test. For this test, we embed sand into a medium pile carpet and measure how much the robot is able to remove. The S20 surprised us with a really high score of 89%, which is higher than the X11 and much higher than average. In our pet hair test, where we pressed 2.5-inch hair into carpet, the S20 earned a rare 100%, matching the X11 score and beating the average by nearly 20%. The Yeedi also did really well with their 7-inch hair tangle test. Yeedi's zero tangle system on the main brush worked perfectly, with 0% of the hairs wrapping around the main brush. Hair wrapping can cause motors to work too hard, and it can prevent brushes from agitating the floor properly, so we really like to see when anti-tangle systems work well. Suction and airflow were very strong in the S20. The S20 packed a lot of power in our suction bench tests, scoring one of the highest numbers we've ever seen, even higher than the X11. The airflow was also really impressive, and the Yeedi just beat the X11 here as well, with one of the top 5 numbers we've ever measured. The mopping hardware on the Yeedi S20 is the Osmo 2.0, which is a continuous clean roller mopping system that, on paper, is the same as the X11. The robot refreshes the roller's clean water and scrapes off the used water in an onboard dirty water tank so that it isn't left behind on the floor. This type of mop is excellent for processing liquid messes, since the robot will actually collect any wet materials instead of spreading them around on the floor like spinning mops. The S20's roller extends to the side for edge coverage, and it has several adjustable water flow settings with the same downward pressure that is advertised on the X11. The roller also lifts 10 millimeters when the robot vacuums carpets, which allows the S20 to clean a mix of hard floors and carpets at the same time. Another pro was in the S20's obstacle avoidance. The Yeedi model shares the same obstacle avoidance system as the Ecovacs X11, which they call AIVI 3D. This is a multi-sensor system that uses an RGB camera and 3D structured light with AI object recognition. Between our basic tests and our torture test, the Yeedi S20 successfully avoided 21 out of 24 possible objects, doing even better than the above-average score of the X11. Navigation was another big pro, and in fact, the Yeedi exceeded the performance of the X11 by a large margin. Both robots use embedded time-of-flight LiDAR to map and navigate the floor plan, but for whatever reason, the Yeedi's navigation outperformed the X11 by almost doubling the efficiency for an above-average score. Battery life was also excellent, with the Yeedi scoring nearly the same as the X11, which was already more than twice as efficient as average. Between those two scores, the Yeedi could cover a huge number of square feet per charge, which makes us think that it's unlikely for the S20 to run out of battery during a cleaning run. In the unlikely event that the S20 does run low on battery, it can quickly recharge while washing its mop between rooms, gaining a 6% charge in 3 minutes. The Yeedi app is very similar to the EcoVacs app, and it supports all the controls you would expect from a big robot brand. The S20 can be managed with room customizations, multi-floor mapping, zone cleaning, no-go zones, and individual room selection and settings, and it can integrate with third-party voice assistants. You can also choose to have the robot mop in the direction of the floor, which can minimize the appearance of streaks. The Yeedi S20 does not support video access through the app, which means there isn't live video monitoring on the Yeedi. Let's move on to the cons. The biggest con was in the Yeedi S20's mopping tests. In our dried-on stain test, the EcoVacs X11 had scored a very respectable 137 points, which was much higher than the average. But in the same test with supposedly the same mopping system, the Yeedi S20 scored only 37 points, which is extremely low and put the Yeedi in some of our worst results ever. In our coffee-only stain test, the gap narrowed slightly, but the X11 still performed significantly better. In addition to stain removal, we also test for water usage. The Yeedi S20 used far less water in the same setting, and this very low output seemed to really hurt it with stain removal. This gave the Yeedi a very low combined mopping score, while the X11 came in way above average. This disparity was puzzling since the two robots supposedly use the same hardware. After some home tests, though, we questioned the S20's bad performance. The mop seemed to distribute plenty of water in a real home environment, and it didn't seem to perform differently than the X11 had in the same house as far as actual cleaning goes. So in our real-world experience of the S20, we didn't have all the same issues with the mop as we did in the studio. This leads us to believe there was a possible user error issue at the time of our testing, or a firmware issue, and maybe there's been a patch since then. Another con is the very small onboard dustbin, which is only 220 milliliters. This is a lot smaller compared to the more typical 375 milliliter size, which increases the risk of clogs if overfilled before auto-emptying. After adding up all the test scores and evaluating the features and value, both currently sit very high on our top 20 robot vacuum list, with the Yeedi just pulling ahead. The S20 delivers a very powerful vacuum that's particularly good at picking up hair. This system is actually shaping up to be really great for pet hair, possibly even our favorite if these patterns continue to hold up. You can find these and all of our other favorite robot vacuums on our website linked below, where our top 20 robot vacuum list ranks our overall recommendations. We also have robot suggestions based on price, and we buy and test all the robots we recommend ourselves, so you know you're always getting our real opinions. Don't forget to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you go, and thanks for watching. Vacuum Wars independently tests new vacuums year-round, and the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our latest top picks across multiple categories. You'll also find detailed rankings on the Vacuum Wars website, including our top 20 robot vacuums, top cordless vacuums, and more. Every review here is unsponsored, just honest results. Subscribe so you never miss one, and tap the next video to keep watching.